Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike Green. I'm one of the owners of 1AAuto. I want to help you save time and money repairing and maintaining your vehicle. I'm going to use my 20 plus years experience restoring and repairing cars and trucks like this to show you the correct way to install parts from 1AAuto.com. The right parts installed correctly. That's going to save you time and money. Thank you, and enjoy the video.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the four-wheel drive shift motor on this 97 Expedition. This is the same for both the Expedition and the Navigator with the auto four-wheel drive. Tools you'll need are a 10mm socket with a ratchet and extension, and a small pointy tool like a ballpoint pen or an electrical tester. Okay, so coming in from the driver's side up underneath, here is your transfer case shift motor. Okay, so here's my new transfer case shift motor, and you can see it's pretty easy. There's three 10mm bolts over here on the transmission side, and then just one bolt here. Okay, and you can see them all right here. Here's the bracket bolt, and here's two of your transmission bolts, and there's one up top. So unbolting it and bolting it isn't that difficult. The kind of confusing or difficult part is here's your connector for your new one, and it's got 7 wires going into it. And if you look at this connector for your old one, there's a whole bunch more wires. There's other harnesses that come in. So what you need to do first is unplug your old motor. Okay, and you do that by, there's a little tab right here. You push down on that tab, and then you pull really hard. Let's see, it's kind of really stuck together here. Oh, actually, yeah, you push down on this tab. It helps to there you go. You push down that tab really hard and pull that out. Okay. Probably what you're going to want to do is pull that off of there. Okay, and then you can see in that connector, and then here's my new connector. Okay. And it's pretty obvious there's a lot more pins in the old. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is get a good picture of the back here. Okay, so we've got a brown, a gray with a red stripe, and a black with a green stripe. And then we've got a solid green and a light blue. Okay, is this another solid green? Yeah, there's another solid green. Okay, and then another gray with a red stripe in there. And those are all the wires that are going to come out. Okay, to get those wires out, take a pair of needle nose pliers, and there's a red locking clip just like that. Just pull that right out. Okay, now inside I'm actually using a ballpoint pen, and there's little tabs above these pins, and you just kind of push your ballpoint pen in there and push the tab up, and then push or pull the wire. I probably chose the hardest one. Pull the wire back through. Okay, and so you do that. You want to remove, as I'm looking at it, you want to remove these bottom ones and then these 4 here. Okay, this is the side that you press the clip on. This is the side that clips to the bracket on the motor. So you want to remove the 3 bottom ones and then these 4 right here. Okay, and then one note, there's 2 green ones that go in there. Okay, so as you're looking at the connector, the left hand one is the one that goes with this 3-wire harness here. Okay, although the ballpoint pen works, what actually works a little better is something with a sharper point. Okay, so I'm using this electrical tester just because it has a sharper point. Makes it a little easier to get in there accurately. Press those pins. Okay, so now your harness is free of those other wires.
Okay, now I'm going to fast forward. I'm using a 10mm socket with an extension and a ratchet, and I'm going to remove the 4 bolts that are holding the shift motor onto the transfer case. Okay, now due to some corrosion, the motor doesn't come right off, so I just use a screwdriver, a little pry in action, and the motor comes right off and down. Okay, mounting the new one up in there is pretty self-explanatory. Just make sure you don't pinch any of those wires. Make sure that 3-wire harness is coming down below, and don't pinch any of those wires in as you install the bolts. And now I'll fast forward through putting the bolts on. And here's just a shot of that upper bolt. It does go through a little clip that holds the harness in place. Okay, now here again I'm just using my wrench and tightening up all those bolts. Tighten them up by hand first, and then tighten them. You don't want to. They don't have to be extremely tight, especially this is aluminum transfer case that you're bolting into, so you can strip it fairly easily. So just make them snug, firm.
Okay, so remember from before that we had these wires coming, these 3 here. Okay, these go green into the bottom corner. This green one goes into the bottom corner of those 4 upper ones. Okay. Then the black goes to the corner, and the gray goes right next to it. Make sure you push them all the way in. Okay, and they won't lock until... Okay, push them all the way in, you'll hear them click usually. Okay, and then you can check the other side. And then from this harness up here, okay, we have the green. Actually, we'll put the gray in first. The gray goes right above that green one that you put in first. Push it all the way in. The green goes next to the green. Okay, then we have this light blue one. That went right here. All the way. Okay, and then they wrapped this brown one around. And put him right into this bottom corner here. Pliers to grab onto it. Force it in. Okay. And now we're going to take our tab that locked it. push that right in there. Connect it. And then put it on the bracket. And we're all set.
We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1aauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.